show time. This is going to be a daily thing. Not daily, but episodic thing where we review games. I'm the angry asshole. And for this review, I'm not going to be the angry asshole. Because I played this game and I loved it. Now, my friend here that's in the call has yet to play this game, so he's basing his part of the review on first glance. You may start your presentation, and you may speak about it.
Okay, well, this game looks very nice, first of all. Pretty nice graphics. It was, 2012. It's pretty nice for a 2012 game. Let's see. Oh, zipline, so that was cool. It looks very big, world. Very realistic too. So I'm guessing that it's, well, obviously third-person modern military shooter. Okay. Set in a ruined device, so I'm guessing it's going to be something about a war between two groups of people. Yeah, I don't know. Would you like to continue?
Now you give it a number out of 10.
Ooh. What I'm seeing so far, I'd probably give this an 8, 8.5.
Okay, now my turn. The soundtrack, let's talk about that. First, it's pretty fucking phenomenal. They put on a band that I've never heard of, and that got me into the band. And I like that band. Go check them out. Their name is the Black Angels. Okay, now let's talk about the graphics. Like he said, the graphics are good, but when you actually play it, it feels weird. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I was getting mouse acceleration. Sometimes I wasn't. It wasn't that optimized at all, but it was still beautiful. Nonetheless. Now, it's not your standard third-person military. Well, actually it is. The cover base is very blatant of Gears of War and other third-person cover-based games. But does that make it a bad game? No, not at all. The story is very intriguing. And it's almost a reminiscent of Apocalypse Now, or the book that Apocalypse Now is based off of, or that this game is based off pretty much Apocalypse Now, and that Apocalypse Now is based off of a book. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't play it if you've already seen Apocalypse Now. Because this game is just, it's a mind fuck, honestly. Just a mind fuck. Also, he says that, say. Would you like to brief me on what you said again? Because I honestly forgot what you just said. I know you said the graphics were good, and I half-heartedly agree with that. Half-heartedly. Some of the textures are, of course, you know, bad. But that's cutscenes. Cutscenes look pretty bad. And you could tell if it's a cutscene or not. Cutscene will look all out of game, and then other cutscenes, like the actual in-game cutscenes, look fucking marvelous. And it's in Dubai. It takes place between 3 groups. The US Army, remnants, and, I guess, a rebel force. And they're all fighting for one thing. I don't know if I want to spoil it, but it's a pretty big thing.
It's been up for 2 years.
Yeah, but I just played it this year, so
Alright.
it's a pretty decent game. There's some witty humor. The soundtrack's pretty top. Graphics are eh. There's one thing I really didn't like. And that was, there wasn't enough guns for me. I like having games where there's lots of guns. I mean hundreds of guns. They all perform differently. And stuff. Like, I don't know, Fallout has a lot of guns, but still not enough for me. Arma, okay. Arma has a lot. that's good for me. But this game, it's just a total mindfuck type trip. It's nothing like I've ever played before, and that's what makes it special. So I honestly think it deserves a 9 out of 10. Simply, the 9 out of 10 is because it... How do I say this? It loses a point in some aspects. Like, there wasn't enough, like, use of the sand. Because they said sandstorms would come in, but they're just scripted. The sandstorms are all scripted. Also, the gameplay is from the Rad Brad. Bitch at me if you want. I don't have the game anymore. I beat it like I said. So that means I deleted the game. And I'm not using his work just to make money. It's all non-profit. But honestly, the game... It's weird, as you can see. This is, of course, on an Xbox, not a PC mustard race, so... Also, there wasn't really much use of stealth. There's why a point, like, some was taken off. Because there wasn't really stealth, even though it tries to make you use stealth, but you didn't really have to. It didn't matter. Because you would eventually get spotted. And,
That could be a good thing and a bad thing, right?
yeah, but it tried to make you stealth, but you just didn't have to. Now, if it did something like Assassin's Creed, where you would fail the mission, okay. I played this game on the second hardest difficulty, and I'm going to say you will die if you are a dumb and run out of cover. You will die. No doubt about it. As you can see, the graphics on an Xbox don't really look that good. Of course, it's Xbox. Not gonna start a little war. I played on both, or all the consoles. So I fucking know how they work. Some have good exclusives, others have good exclusives. All the brands and systems have good exclusives. Nintendo's being Mario, Xbox Halo, PS3 is any Naughty Dog game. And there. So, 9 out of 10 final verdict. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like that and want to see more.